So I didn't do a live today because I've been busy and I've been out with family who've come from overseas. So we went to the farmers market and I've had a lovely morning. So I'm here and I'm late, but I thought I wanted to record this using Loom, which is another app, just to see how it goes. And because I wasn't available to do the live this morning. So my life has all of a sudden gotten really busy with visitors and increase in work, which is really great and really filling me up. But it's making me think, as I've got many different hats on during the week. I'm busy, I'm a parent, I'm working, I'm trying to run, I write, I'm writing for other people, and I'm trying to put energy into launching an online version of my business. And so I'm busy all the time. Then I've got writers groups and I'm running workshops and I want to do my yoga and I want to walk on the beach and I want to eat nourishing food, and I'm really busy and maintain friendships and all the things that fill up my life. And it's making me question, can I do all of these things, or can any of us do all of these things really well? Or is it better to choose one thing and do it really well? And then which thing do I choose? And there's been lots of big questions going on, um, around everything while I'm ticking along doing all of the things that I love doing. So I came across a book this week called Choose Yourself, and the author's name is James Altucher. And I just watched a TED talk from him because I didn't get a chance to read the book. I listened to a little bit of the audio during the week, and I really like where he's coming from. It's really, really this simple idea of choosing yourself, making yourself happy, and I really like that. So in the TED talk, he just talked about, and I mentioned last week that I don't purport to be an expert in anything. I'm not really an expert in what I'm offering, and I do draw heavily, as we all should, from other people, from mentors, from books, from TED Talks, from whatever I've got going on that answers my questions at the time. And we have the ability and the ability to connect with so many different mentors and resources around the globe right now. So it's and I use those resources and I want to share them. And so just James Altucher is a guy, and he hit rock bottom, and as a lot of us do, you have to hit the bottom before you can bounce back up. There's that beautiful idea of you have to pull the arrow back before you can shoot forward, which is, anyway. So he was just talking then, because I like the idea of choose yourself, but I'm wondering, what does that actually mean? And as a parent, what does that mean to choose yourself and put yourself first? And if you're trying to eke out time in your life, in your day, to be creative, what does that look like? What is to choose that creativity over or anything else? Being healthy, having a coffee with a friend, at what point do you draw a line and say, no, I'm actually going to focus on this now? And how do you do that without feeling guilty or selfish? So he has four main ideas, which are in himself to choose himself. It's about being physical. So in his physical self, so eating well, sleeping well, being healthy, being active, because if you're constantly perpetually ill, chronic, colds, whatever it may be, we've all sort of got, we all get sort of ailments. And when you're feeling sick, you're feeling sick, and there's no enthusiasm to be creative. It's the last thing to do. So if you want to live a creative life and complete a creative task, then you've got to stay healthy. And so finding time to do yoga, walking, and he sort of recommends, which I really like, the idea of just changing one thing 1% one day, and over the course of a 12-month period, of course, you've changed quite a lot, 365% if you do 1% a day. So there's like total changes going on. So, and laughter, remembering to laugh, remembering that a child laughs 500 to 600 times a day. I can't even, where do they find the time for that, So, and an adult on average is 5 or 6. So there's a big space there in our laughter zone that's missing. And so finding time to laugh, finding time to be healthy, eating food, sleeping well, all of these things, which we know, but it's actually sometimes really hard to make that choice and to choose yourself to do that. The other thing he talks about is emotional health. So, and I've spoken a little bit about this in regards to life story writing, to be gentle with yourself when you're writing, when you're revisiting traumatic past things from your past, whatever they may be, an argument with a friend, or traumatic years of trauma in a childhood. Being gentle and only revisiting when you feel safe and comfortable to do so. And a part of that also, and a part of what I'd like to teach about life writing, is sharing your story verbally with people is a really great way to fine tune what it is that you're trying to say, is when you're having a conversation with someone. So finding that person who you trust, who you love, who loves you and will champion you and will ask you questions and is not going to be, you've got to feel good about that person, and they have to be supportive of you and love you and trust you as much as you love them and trust them. And so finding your tribe, finding the people that lift you up, there's lots of different language about that, but how good you feel after you've spent a day with someone who you love and they love you, in friendship, in relationship, whatever that is. And sharing ideas is just a really great way to start your memory, to start fine-tuning what you want to write, fine-tuning your creative outlet. I think that's really a powerful tool for me to use in my own writing, but also for you to use and get in the habit of finding those people. And James, in his talk that I just listened to, was saying every morning he wakes up knowing that he's going to spend time with people he loves and trusts, and people who love him and trust him. And yeah, that's kind of like a really nice way to start the day, I think. Yeah. So the next thing that he talks about is spirituality, which is an awkward word for a lot of people. It means different things to different people, and I like the idea of it being creative and having gratitude for the simple things in my life, and gratitude for the big things in my life as well, and finding things every day to be grateful for is a really powerful way to choose that positivity, and then allow whatever happens and whatever unfolds from that to happen and unfold. He adds another thing about, I'm not quite sure of what his jam is, like what he's promoting or what he's spruiking, but he talks about having 10 ideas. So I guess it's a little similar to writing, in that the more you write, the more you use your writing muscles, the more you're going to be able to use your writing muscles. And when you're physically healthy, the more you use your body, the more you can use your body, the more ability you have. And ideas is something like that as well. And so ideas about your writing, ideas about your creativity, he prescribes 10 ideas a day. That's 3,650 ideas a year. 2 of them might land, the rest of them might bomb. And so not judging those ideas, not judging those thoughts. And I guess you can use that, trying to think creatively about how I can use that in my writing life. 10 moments in my childhood, 10 moments in my life that I feel could connect to a story that I've already written about myself, or put that in an essay about, this time in my life. This will work in my memoir. And it doesn't only have to be about yourself. 10 ideas that you can share with others, that you can gift to others. I had these ideas, and a lot of the time people are like, yeah, whatever. But one day you might have that idea that actually lands with someone, and they think, oh yeah, that's a seed that's planted, and thank you very much. So I don't have a prescription for getting your life story written, apart from making space in our big busy lives to prioritize yourself, prioritize that nagging feeling inside of you, which I have when I haven't written in a while, and I think it's missing. There's a gap that needs to be filled, and I can only fill that with my creativity. And my creativity is writing. Yours may be different for you, but for me, that is the thing that fills me up and makes me feel good and positive, like I've achieved something in the day. I'm working towards something, and it's a slow road, but I'm getting there. And I think if you, apart from doing the dry old, I want this many words, I'm going to divide this many words up, and being really strict and having structure about how many words you're going to write a day, how many hours a week you're going to spend on your project, which is good, which is a great way to do it. Yeah, there are different ways, and it depends on your goal at the end. What is your goal? Is your goal a certain date? There's a family reunion in 2025. I really want to have this gift of our family story to give at this reunion, whatever it may be. Work towards that goal, but in the meantime, but as well as working towards that goal, I think is what I'm trying to say for myself and for anyone else, is to make sure that you are choosing yourself for all those other basic things: the physicality, the nourishment, the sleep, the emotional gratitude, the spirit, the creative gratitude, all of those things, so that you can actually achieve your creative task. I'm not sure whether I'm going to share this today. If you see it, then I obviously have, but I kind of feel like I'm going from straight writing, moving into another world of lifestyle help choices, which I'm not at all an expert at. Writing, editing, formatting, developing, that's my jam, that's what I do, but this is not. But I guess that is how I managed to do it, is by trying to put all of these things in place around my work life. So if that's been at all helpful for you, that would be great. And look, I'd love for you to share with me what your things are. How do you get through the day? How do you juggle it all up in the air? Yeah, tell me how you make it work, because I'm open to ideas about that. So thank you if you're still here. Thank you for listening. I'm still working hard. It's a beautiful day here, and it's a bit later in the day, so there's a lot of planes, a lot of things going on in the neighbourhood, but the sun's shining, and I am hoping to do some of my own writing now. I've got a couple of hours free to do that, so I'm excited to do that. I'm going to go and do that. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Please comment, give me some feedback. I'd really love to know what you think about my babbling on, and whether you're getting anything out of it or not. That would be great. I really look forward to hearing from you. Until then, see you later.